Hello, my name is Julian Collins. I'm the creator behind Julian Creates. And one thing that I love about BERNINA is that when I first started sewing, I was in some Facebook groups and they said, nothing sews like a BERNINA. I felt like I needed to check that out. Now that I have so many BERNINA machines and I can't recommend it enough. I am so excited to tell you about all the things I love about the L860. One thing that I absolutely adore about the L860 is this one-step air thread system. Before, I was always a little intimidated by having to rethread my machine and having to remember how to do it. With the L860, it makes it so easy. The one-step air threading system really has an easy operation where you don't have to actually push the thread into the holes, but only hover it over the holes for the thread to catch when you press the pedal to engage the air threading system. You can thread the machine in any order. So one of the great things about this machine is its color touchscreen. From this screen, you can literally control this whole machine. From here, you can check your settings, you can choose your stitches, even watch animations to make sure that you are using the proper features of the machine. All the different functions that are available on the touchscreen really make sure that I am getting the perfect stitch that I want each and every time. Using the personal memory, you can save stitches that you might want to come back to in the future. The Stitch Optimizer allows you to make sure that you're getting the perfect stitch each and every time, especially when you're using specialty or decorative threads. It allows you to troubleshoot any issues that you might be having to make sure that you're getting that perfect finish. Using the screen under Guided or Expert mode, you really get to decide everything that you want to do. Under Guided mode, let's say that you're brand new with this machine. It really helps tell you everything that you need to do for this machine. With each and every step of this process under Guided mode, it gives you animations and it tells you exactly what to do, from changing your cutting width to making sure that your presser foot pressure is correct. Under Expert mode, let's say that you've had a little bit of time with this machine, you know exactly what you want to do, you can easily go into that mode and choose your stitch. But let's say that you maybe forgotten a part of that. You can still go back into those animations to make sure that you are getting every single feature right as you are threading your machine. When choosing a stitch using your color touchscreen, things such as your stitch length, your thread tension, and your differential feed are already selected for you, leading to a perfect stitch right out the box. But let's say you want to change some things. Also using the color touchscreen, you can change those functions. You can make your stitch length longer or shorter. You can change your differential feed in case you want a wavier hem, as well as you can change your thread tension, creating the stitch that is perfect for you. Using the Sewing Consultant on the L860 is a great tool to use when you're really wanting to try something new. So using the Sewing Consultant, you can choose your fabric, as well as the technique that you will like, and it will set everything else up for you, such as your stitch length, as well as your thread tension. It will even give you suggestions for what presser foot to use. Using the free arm makes sewing things such as your sleeves or cuffs, or even small garments for a child just so much easier. The foot control on the L860 is so wonderful to use. With the tap of your heel, you can operate the needle up and down feature. Also with the foot control, you can really control the speed of the machine, from either going as much as 1,500 stitches per minute or as slow as stitch by stitch, especially in those really tight corners or curves. I absolutely love the BERNINA freehand system. Now with just using the knee lift, I can raise and lower the presser foot so I can really focus on having my hands on my fabric and on my piece, really allowing me to make sure that I'm getting the exact control over the fabric. With this machine, there is a built-in needle threader, making it so easy to thread the needles of your overlocker. You can choose which needle that you want to thread, which also corresponds with a color-coded system of the threading path of this machine. One of the great features of this machine is the swing out presser foot, especially when you're threading the machine. It allows you to have full access to the needles, making it so much easier to thread with the automatic threader. The technology packed inside the L860 makes it really feel like you have a teacher inside, making it a perfect machine both for beginners and professionals alike.
BERNINA, made to create.